Welcome to Saved But Still, where we have found that knowing better doesn't mean you're going to do better.
All right. It is season 1, episode 3. And the title of this is, Was It a Blessing or Just a Bandaid?
Ooh.
Brought to you by Psalms 147 verse 3. He heals the brokenhearted and bandages their wounds.
Oh, my goodness. We about to get into it, y'all. So I'm Lita.
I'm Shanice.
And again, today we talking about, is this a blessing or was it a Band-Aid?
Because everything that helps us survive didn't necessarily heal us.
And some things are blessings.
And some things are bandages. And sometimes it takes years to figure out the difference.
So I wanted to talk about Venison today because this is brought to you by Venison's. Can you give us a little bit of information? Because we are in episode 3 and I don't know that people know what Venison's is.
All right. So Venison's is a blessing.
Not a Band-Aid.
Okay, so Venison's formerly is owned and operated by P31 Services. P31 stands for Proverbs 31. Where's all my P31 steppers? Okay, and so we are agency based, and we do staffing for in-home care, non-medical. We do hold a license with skilled nursing as well.
Okay.
So there is the nurse visits, occupation therapy, speech therapy, physical therapy, and hospice.
Love it.
Then also, Benison's is also contracted with Nebraska State Probation, so we offer youth and family services, agency foster care placement, professional foster care placement, as well as family partner, in-home support. And day reporting, evening reporting, community youth counselors. And I'm looking into, some other things.
Expanding.
I won't talk too much about it.
Yeah, sometimes
because every time I pop out, I'll do something.
Exactly. And everybody
it's okay. I like to be a trendsetter.
But she gonna keep it to herself for now.
For now. Right now, we are doing the big bank take little bank challenge. So we are offering $25 an hour to caregivers and even those who want to switch to our agency, and for their caregiver to receive compensation of $25 per hour.
Wow.
So
I love that.
as the economy is changing,
gas prices.
So gas alone.
Girl, I went to the gas station this morning and I was like, "Excuse me, nah, I didn't sign up for this because this car that blessing that I got is costing me like $50, $60 every 2 or 3 days. I got it. Where the money? Where the money that go with that blessing? Because I need to put gas in my car. Okay, anyways, maybe I need to be working for you. Just saying.
I mean, opportunities are definitely available.
Y'all listen, y'all better call her, okay? What's the number?
402-718-6700.
Okay, y'all. Tap in. So we want to get into, can we talk?
Yes.
Because it's important for us to do some check-ins. So I'm going to let you go ahead and start off our check-ins this week.
All right. So, all right. So before we get started, of course, last week we challenged everyone to revisit something they stopped praying about, not because they stopped believing, but because they got tired. What challenged you to talk to God about it again, even if it was only one sentence? So, Alita, did you do it?
So, yeah, we did challenge, our audience, and we'll get, back to our chat here in a moment. This is going to be an ongoing thing for me. And I think that you know me pretty well at this point, and eventually our chat and our people will get to know me. I am such a lover girl. So, probably every episode, no matter what we're talking about, I'm going to be talking about love in some capacity. Um, but so because of our challenge, I went to God and I said, I stopped talking to you because we'll see. Yeah, I'm sure that people saw in episode 2. I was saying I was comfortable with, I'm comfortable with being by myself and being married to myself. We went through that whole spiel, but also in my private conversations, and I was fretting like, do I bring it here? Because sometimes when you currently are dealing with something, I'm cool with talking about all the stuff in the past.
Yeah, like when it.
Yeah,
when
I'm okay with that.
From it.
When I'm healed from it, not
But
why it's currently going on.
Well, you got the Bandaid on it.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm like going all the way around it because I don't want to, but it's okay. Because I know that God told me that I needed to. So,
Okay.
So this one I'm gonna definitely talk about, while I'm going through it. So, I told God that I stopped talking to Him about love because I don't feel in control, and He reminded me that He's in control. And I don't like I feel like I can build a business, I can raise my kids, I can do all these things where I feel like I'm in control of the thing, but love feels so out of control for me. Like, why is it that, and this is what I was talking to God about, so it wasn't just one sentence, but I was saying, why is it that men want from me comfort, conversation, intimacy, closeness? They want all of that, but for some reason, I can't get clarity from people that are supposedly interested in me. And all I'm looking for is love. And it seems so simple. Like, love comes so easily for me. And so that was the thing that I talked to God about from our last episode, was like, I stopped praying about it. I'm going to start praying about it again. And I think what He gave me again was He's in control, and that what prayer I should be praying is not, God, I want Him, bring Him, do this thing, whatever. It is, remove the things that are not of you and allow Him to have the control. I'm like, all right. But He said to continue to pray about the love, just in a different type of way.
Okay, I guess it is different for everyone's journey.
Okay, so tell me about yours real quick before we go to the chat and talk to them. Or do you want to? Or are you not ready?
Well, no, because it's like I pray without ceasing. So I'm one of those, like, I have like that Jacob anointing. Like, I'm going to wrestle with you till you release my blessing. So my faith don't vary.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
I mean, like I told you,
you did.
So you all I know.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm like that with everything else. Like, everything else in my life, I will fight and fight and fight for it. And I'm like, God, I know you said this is mine.
Yeah.
With love, no.
Well, so with that, like, I had to. Well, I've always known, but it wasn't a reality until I was actually single and on my own. Okay. And I realized that, and don't judge me, you just try it for yourself, okay? God said He is love. To know Him is to know love, because God is love. And so I have been on this journey where it's like, God's always been my dad, but like, can you just be my husband this season?
Oh,
and like, there's times where, I want the intimacy, I want the romance, I want all of that.
Yeah.
And I will not stop nagging you like a wife till I get it. And He finds way, like he delivers.
Okay.
Like, even if it's like in a dream state where I'm like just on these erotic dates.
Yeah.
Don't know these vessels from a can of paint. But then it's like then I'm confirmed that it's Him. So, I be having the men's come visit. But it's not like
the men's coming to visit.
But it's not in like a sexual sense, but
Yeah.
it's more of a fulfilling of like just that nurturement,
Yeah.
that compassion,
Yeah.
that clarity,
Yeah.
that validation, that
Yeah.
reassurance, like
Mm.
all the things that we are
Mm-hmm.
begging from the physical man.
Yeah.
Like he is feeding me spiritually and in the spirit. And so like I can show up to work smiling ear to ear and they like,
What you got?
because we
going
know
on?
good and well you ain't
Not that long distance.
but you know
But did.
but but then because you know
Yeah.
just to feel his love
Yeah.
and his spirit just all over me and just to know like to be protected, to be provided for, to be catered to, like all the things that we think we want in a man. Like I'm
Mhm.
sorry, the way that God has showed up and showed out in my life,
Yeah.
I will never put that power in a man's hands.
Yeah.
I won't do it. Not
Yeah.
saying I don't need a man.
Yeah.
And not saying I don't want one.
Yeah.
But it's just those things where we're relying or needing to feel complete for a man to come in our life and do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I gave all that to God.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's fulfilled it. And I think that's where it makes it hard, the dating scene hard for me, is because the intimidation of you got this, you got that, how do I compete? And it's not even a compete, like don't compete
you don't
with
even have
me.
to compete with me.
Build with me.
Yeah.
But whether you want to do it or not, I'm gonna build it anyway.
Right, regardless. So in this, while we were just talking, because you're giving me a different perspective, and not that God wasn't giving me, I think God gave me what I needed in that moment because he told me to continue to pray where I had ceased praying.
Yeah.
But I think there was a small season there, listening to you, that I think God was trying to work on me and teaching me how to romance. It sounds crazy, chat, but romance myself in the way of loving myself, showing myself what I have been pouring into everybody else. And I think we talked about that maybe on the last episode. And now I think he's saying, okay, now that you know how to do that and you know what it is that you want and you have all the questions you had before, you have the answers to, because you can give it to yourself. Now maybe I'm in the season of, and maybe that's what our last episode was for, is that okay, now start praying about it again, but in a different type of way,
from a different perspective.
Not your will, not your control, but lean in on him and say, Father, this is what I need, because now I have a laundry list of things. There have been so many times in my life we didn't went all the way left. Sorry, y'all. But and I think Wally might have just changed because I went like this with my hand. Did I move him? Y'all, our camera man is Wally. Not our cameraman, but our camera. Wally, like, I don't need you to just look at me. Can you look that way? Oh, I think I'm supposed to do this. Y'all, Scooby gonna have to fix the camera. Thank God for producers.
Stole the show.
Did I switch it? For real, for real? Is it back?
Yeah, it's back over there, but it's more in the corner now.
Wally. He is for real in the corner, y'all. It's okay, because we can cut this.
Yep, we sure can. We can cut it. Wally.
He in trouble now.
You being disobedient. And we said, focus up.
Thank you.
We good?
Is we good now?
Yeah, it's just at a different angle, a little bit, but
Is it getting everything? Mm-hmm. And is it low enough?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to cut that. I don't even remember where I was at, but and
cut
not
it.
cut it. What? Y'all listen, we going all the way
so
left.
so like you was saying,
yeah,
you had a different now you got the laundry list of what you need to pray for.
The laundry list. Sorry. Okay, so before in life, people would ask me questions, like say it was men or just like a friend asking me like, what is it that you want? I don't know. That was really my answer. I don't know. Now, bye. I have a laundry list of things but it took time for me to get to know myself, and maybe that's what, like, everything right in this moment is going because in that season I have found, oh, I love this, I like this. Oh yeah, We supposed to be doing some things right now that I'm not doing. Anyways, so yeah, so maybe that's what that season was for. And then now God took the moment in our second episode to get me to challenge myself to come to him. Look at our stuff working on us.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I just drug that all the way out.
It's okay.
And you know that hour will hurry up and go past. So I'm just gonna say, so family, did y'all do it? Like, did y'all go and do our challenge? If you did, please below in the chat, our comments, whatever, comment, let us know. Like, what challenge did you do last week? Not what challenge, but what prayer did you pray that you had stopped praying, where you had just given up? Put it below. We might talk about it in one of our next episodes. Yeah, because I just had a whole bunch of revelation, like not only by myself, but here with my friend Shanice. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask you, have you ever mistaken relief for healing?
No, to be transparent, I
Mm-hmm.
feel that life itself is just a consistent a healing journey.
Bam.
And
Yeah.
so like even in those small moments of relief, the reflections that I have, it's transmuted into the atmosphere as healed
Okay.
to put that healing energy out there.
Mm-hmm.
But being an empath, I'm always healing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm heartbroken every day.
Right.
Ain't nobody did nothing to me. Like,
But are you healing from your own stuff, or because you said you're an empath, are you healing from your own stuff, or are you healing from things that are being projected or other people's?
So I always feel other people's, because when I go back to like the stuff that I've dealt with or stuff that I have been through, I've always had to like process it and heal up until it actually hits.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like always in the journey of it, like knowing, always knowing the outcome and having the discernment of what to expect. It's just like, okay, that hurt, even though maybe 6 months to a year later, it has not been my reality yet. And so in that process, healing and accepting and then just going through it for myself. But then also knowing that God is near, he's near the brokenhearted.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
so my thing, like when I'm in that state, I'm always like, oh,
He's close.
Okay,
Dad's
honey,
close.
what we doing?
Yeah.
Like, and then in that moment, it's like, of course, you're then refilled with joy and that strength to carry on. And like, the tears come and the sadness is there, but it's so many people who really do not deal with their emotions, with their feelings and these things.
Yep.
And it's like, to actually really feel it and take it on, and it's like, dang, I gotta be the crybaby for you. I gotta be the weakling for you.
Yes.
But to do that, and then don't even get the respect of
at all.
thank you. Like, but they
you're
don't
not
even
gonna say thank you,
but
but they
see,
don't be knowing.
they don't know. They're not there. They still on milk. So it's like
exactly.
they don't realize the interceding and the stepping in. And it's like, to feel that hurt, to even really put up with a lot of people's stuff. And it's just like, well, I feel your hurt and I feel your pain. So I know that hurting people hurt people.
Yep, absolutely.
And the pain that you're feeling don't feel good.
Right.
Because it's like, in my life, the worst pain that I have felt was that process of losing my father. And so going through that in itself, in that journey, because it was more of a spiritual journey than anything. It taught me so much that I was able to heal when I knew he was finally gone.
When he was gone. Got
like
you.
that, the moment he was gone, it was so much relief because feeling his pain and his agony and the turmoil, it was just like it was an up and down process. And so like my grieving looked different. And it was literally like a celebration.
Wow.
And it wasn't like, oh, I'm happy I'm living life without him. Absolutely not.
No.
But it
got
was
to
like
go
that
home.
pain was no
Over.
more.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That pain was no
Right.
more. And so feeling that,
Mhm.
and then now, like, of course, going through, disappointments,
Mhm.
heartbreaks,
Mhm.
things like that.
Mhm.
It's trying. It does hurt. It doesn't feel good in the process, but it's like that pain never really goes away. You learn how to deal in it.
Yeah.
You learn how to live through it.
Right.
And that's why I did, revert back to healing always being a journey,
Mhm.
because the same thing that hurt you before,
Yeah.
if it happened again, it's not going to feel the same because you've already experienced that hurt.
Absolutely. Yep.
But that doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
Right. Right. Yeah, I agree. So, when we were having that conversation, and even furthermore now, like I was relating to what you were talking about with your father. That's how I felt like with my grandmother.
Yeah.
I just told God, like, they called me and told me when I was leaving work, Grandma is in the ambulance on the way to the hospital, and she's already coded, I think twice. But they brought her back. And I just remember telling God, and I was really, really calm, but I remember telling him, can you just let me get to the hospital so that I can talk to her, because she was my everything. So I can talk to her and I can say goodbye. Don't let her leave before I get to say goodbye. I have a thing with abandonment. And so I didn't want to carry that for the rest of, my life, that, oh my God, my grandma left without me even being able to say goodbye to her. And so anyhow, I had just said, please let me say goodbye. Got to the hospital. She ended up, they had her on life support, but she was still there. And for almost 4 or 5 days, I got to go there every morning and read from the Bible at like 6 a.m. It was just me and her. And I remember during that time, and I kept saying, like, I wasn't ready. Like, I wasn't ready. I know I had came to the hospital, but even that first day, I didn't say goodbye. I was just like, okay, Grandma, you're still here, fight, da da da. And I wanted her to fight. And as the days went on, I didn't lose hope that she could come out of it. I found that in it, I was becoming okay with, she's ready to go. She's just holding on because you holding on. And I was like, all right, cool. And I remember the nurses kept coming in when I would be reading from the Bible, and they kept telling us that she was brain dead. But every time I go in there and I'm reading from the Bible, her brain scan stuff kept going up, and they're like, you're actually disturbing her because you're causing too much activity in her brain and her body can't heal. And I was like, you can't tell me that me reading from the Bible to my grandmother and seeing that her brain scan, she's hearing something. Something is happening with her body, and it's not negative. You can't tell me that. Like, and I'm not going to hear that. And so I would continue to do it, and I don't know if my family knows that, but like I continued to read to her from the Bible, and I'm not just going to sit in silence. But anyhow, once 4 or 5 days had went past, I think that morning I had told her, I said, Grandma, it's time for you to go. Like, you're ready. Because a week prior, just like your dad, even though it was, a year before, a week prior from my grandma headed to the hospital because she had fell. Um, she had called me and said that her doctors called her and said that they needed her to come in because they saw something on one of her scans, like maybe she had a blood clot or something. And my grandma told them she was out of town. My grandma wasn't out of town. My grandma called from her house phone, okay? And I was like, Grandma, like, you are literally at your house. Like, you are not out of town. And she was like, they don't need to know that. And she basically told me, if it ain't broke, then why fix it? And I was like, it's clearly broke. That's why they're calling you. She wasn't trying to hear that. She was like, no. And so in that moment, when I was telling her, like, I know you're ready to go, because I think she was preparing me for that the week prior.
Yeah.
She's like, if it ain't broke, don't, you know what I'm saying? Why fix it? Like, she was ready to go.
She was like, whew, if it's time, it's time.
Yeah. So my processing happened a lot faster. But when she went, like, of course, yeah, like that hurt. Like, my grandma ain't here no more. But the things that I found out afterward, like I found out my grandma was a Bible scholar. Excuse me, Grandma. Why did I know this? And I was how old when you passed away? I was 20 some years old. Like, why did I not know that you were a Bible scholar? No wonder you had so much brain activity when I'm sitting here reading from the Bible, because you were relating to everything that, all the scriptures, everything I was conversating with her about, in the spirit sense. Anyhow, sorry. I just completely took over there, but
No, you're fine. Like you can definitely relate to that and the healing and all those things are good things.
Yeah, it is. It is good. So I wanted to go on to our funny warm up thing, because that was probably kind of heavy for a lot of you guys.
Oh, like sorry, yawning means healing.
Y'all, it is healing, but she about to pass this bum yawn, because I know it's about to come up. And don't ask me right now what the bum yawn is, because we're gonna go all the way left again and get off track.
Yes, let's stay on focus.
We've been healing the whole time since we got together.
We've been healing.
So the funny warm up is, what is your favorite unhealthy coping mechanism? What's your Bandaid? I think I know what it is, but go ahead. Y'all, listen.
I'm not gonna say that.
Ooh,
retail therapy.
I was down top on the list. Okay.
And yeah. And working too much. I will love to just dive into my MacBook, create LLCs and policies and businesses.
Y'all, she got the gang of LLCs.
And like that just help. Like it just takes me out of a zone. Like the process of just going from state to state and just really developing it and getting it. I don't have the manpower to even operate all of this, but believe
you will.
I will.
It's already happening.
It's already happening. Because faith without works is dead. And we alive and thriving this way. So working too much and retail therapy.
Yeah, I knew retail therapy was on there. There might be another one I'm thinking about, but all right.
I like flowers.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Some flowers better than others. All right. Yep.
Roses in particular.
Yeah, roses are beautiful.
They
are so beautiful. They absolutely do come in different colors. You might want to look them up. Anyways, I think that I too have a couple of unhealthy coping mechanisms. Retail therapy is definitely one of them.
Okay, yeah.
I think we talked about that last episode. I had a garage full of things, but I was buying more. Now I have like 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 of the same thing.
Family, don't judge us. We're healing.
Don't judge us, because we're not judging you. I do a little bit. Sorry. And then I think another one that I have right now, or I've had like for the last year, is blocking people.
I don't block people because I want you to see. Because he said, I'm going to prepare at the table in the presence of your enemies. And I feel like if I got to get to the point where I want to block you, I'm not, because I want you to see this. Now, my kid's dad, though, he blocked. No, sir, you can't call this 9338.
So there's so many different blocking things that I have. So clearly, like, there's the phone, right? And then there's social media. Now, a couple of the people, I'm just going to put it out there. A couple of the people, I know that they have multiple accounts. And they actively use these accounts to check up on people.
Okay, that is so, like, that, I'm sorry. You need to be checked into a mental health.
Yeah.
I didn't even say the word because, like, what?
Why you got so many damn accounts?
And then, like, why do you have to pretend to be somebody else to check on the next person?
Just be
like,
you.
there's something mechanically wrong. Like, seriously.
Yeah, so there's that. And so I will block their initial account because, like, no, you can't. But I know you're watching on other accounts, and that's fine. You can continue like, God will prepare that table regardless, and you're still watching. So it's there. So yeah, those are two things. And again, like, chat, don't judge us because we're saved, but still. Let's see here. So, and we are still healing because that's what we're talking about here today, right? Was it a blessing? Band-aids? Are you healing? Like, all the things. So it just goes along with what we're talking about.
So, all right, well then let me ask you this.
Okay, I'm listening.
How do you know you're healing versus simply distracting yourself from the pain? Like, bandages aren't bad, but bandages are necessary. The problem starts when we mistake the bandage for the healing.
Dang. That's rough. That's rough. So give me the question one more again.
Like, how do you know you're healing versus simply just distracting yourself from the pain?
Let me give an example
Okay,
of like me going. I'm going to use like the typical, right? Going out because I done had a hard week and nothing has been resolved in anything that I've done all week long. And what feels better than just sitting in that emotion and dealing with whatever it is that has been happening all week, I'm just going to go out and have a drink. I'm just going to go out and, twerk some. My bad. Sorry.
Okay, so you like to let loose and shake it off.
I do.
Okay, so like the example I have is like my son. So anytime he comes across a first aid kit, he knows that there's a Band-Aid in there. So I can bet the house. Okay.
Not the whole house.
The whole house in my kingdom inheritance. That he's going to do something to inflict pain on himself.
That's a good one.
So he can get a Band-Aid.
So he can have a Band-Aid.
And I mean, like, it could be no bloodshed. It can be literally like a surface scratch where you just see the ash. And he's just like, I need a Band-Aid, right?
Not the ash.
So, I mean, and there are times where even like when he legitimately hurts himself and he actually needs that Band-Aid. But in his mind is wired that pain is there and it's going to be there until there is a Band-Aid over it.
Wow.
And so, and he's...
That's good.
Yeah, and so like he's 7 now, but he's had this train of thought since he was 4. Probably younger than that. I mean, I go through Band-Aids, as you can see. It's to the point where I stopped buying them. And so now he's very caught. Like at home, he knows there's no Band-Aid, so he is not hurting himself.
Yeah.
But when he comes here and he sees first aid kit, he's like, ooh. He's doing the thing. He's jumping from couch to limb, to chair to here, flipping, dipping, twisting. I hurt myself. And it's like, yeah, I'm sure you did.
That's good because I see where that went. Like I see how we can be causing our own chaos, our own self-inflicted wounds. Just to get the Band-Aid.
Just so we can think in our mind now that we're healed.
Oh, we're healed now because I have this Band-Aid and I'm good.
Yeah. And it's almost like, in psychosis, whatever the word is. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like those that ain't there all the way, they self-harm.
Yeah.
Like they cut themselves and they get into a process where they really inflict pain to physically take them away from the emotional and mental pain that they're feeling.
Yeah.
And once those scars heal, they feel like since they distracted themselves from that pain, that once these scars heal, that they're healed from that. And in reality,
not at all.
It's not.
Not at all.
And so
I have a question, and I know this is not even, it's probably nowhere in our little thing here, but I just, in our great friend CJ from Let Me Talk Productions, he always has the pushback. You know, when we were on the show, he wanted to push back. I don't know if I'm pushing back, but in his eyes, I guess I wanted to say, we're talking about like, was it a blessing or is it just a band-aid? Is there anything in your mind that can think that a band-aid, it could be a good thing, like even just for a season? Like, do you believe that God
Honestly,
provides band-aids?
absolutely. And
Okay.
also, again, referencing my 7-year-old, like he's gonna scream, cry, bloody murder until
Yeah.
that band-aid
Uh-huh.
is on his wound.
Okay. Yep.
And even though it still hurts,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's still bleeding,
Yeah.
whatever,
Yep.
the minute the band-aid's on there, it's
Mhm.
like in his mind he can settle
Yeah.
and begin his healing process or trust the process of healing because
Yeah.
that wound is no longer exposed.
Got you. Yep. Okay.
The bandage is there. People can see it. I got an owie.
I got an owie, but it's
It-
covered. It's healing.
It's
Okay.
and it's kind of like what Oh, I just got. I just went through a breakup,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
he's near the brokenhearted and
Yeah.
he binds their wounds. So
Okay.
it's like sometimes you announce, "Oh, my heart's broken." I just say it loud enough for God to hear me because you said,
Yeah, what you said was
blessed are those, brokenhearted because God is near you. And
Uh-huh.
so come hold my hand, please.
Cause I'm hurt.
Big God.
I'm hurt. And you already know. So
So,
I need you.
I need you. Yes. And also,
Mhm.
anything that is meant for evil, God works it out for our good.
Absolutely.
And so
Romans 8:28. That is my scripture.
Yes. So I am a firm believer always and forever that regardless of whether it may look like a band, like everything is initially like a blessing. Like it all
Mhm.
works, whether it's a lesson, whether it's a band-aid, whether it's um a horrible season in life,
Mhm.
like everything works up to be fulfilled as a blessing. And
Mhm.
his blessings come with no sorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I love that. And I love that you're always willing to like do the educational part, like the teaching. Because sometimes like I'll have a reference or something. Like that's my thing with God, is that like he puts things on my heart, he puts things into my brain, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it. But like, where's the teaching that goes along with that? And sometimes I don't have the time to go through like this scripture connected with this scripture connects with this scripture, and now I'm like 2 hours into a rabbit hole of how all these things are connected. And sometimes like you just get to the point, like boom, and I'm like, yes, that's what I needed.
Well, so that comes from like weekends, every weekend having
Mhm.
Bible study
Yeah.
and uh, like my peers used to make fun of me, used to call me a nerd and a Bible thumper. Because at school, like I really only focused on my
Mm.
studies, and I would
Mhm.
carry my Bible around with me.
Yeah.
But that was where I felt close to
Mhm.
him. He said because he said, "Let there be," and so when he spoke
Yep.
the words,
Mhm.
Jesus Christ is God's word in the flesh,
Mhm.
so His words is always.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said the world will cease to exist
Yeah.
before a word that he spoke comes back to him void.
Void. It will never.
So his promises are yes and amen. And I don't care if I am like in my Moses anointing and I don't
Right.
even get to the promise. I know
Right.
I'm going to see it before
Yeah.
I die.
Absolutely.
And I'm okay with that.
Right. Absolutely. 100%.
So it's like it's that confidence. And like
Mhm.
I don't know how the world perceives or define confidence or
Mhm.
what they feel like it should look like,
Yeah.
versus persona and things like that. But I'm
Yeah.
so confident in who God is in my life that
Mhm.
that's all I need. I'm fearfully and wonderfully
Right.
made. I don't have to
I don't
have the
need.
whole,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, bust down to the nines and the T's all the time. But when I do it, I'm going to
But
do
when
it.
you do it, you do it.
You know what I'm saying? And can do it.
And
I can
will do
and I
it.
can wake up like that
I mean,
on a consistent basis, but it's just one of those
right.
things where it's like after a while, it's just,
Yeah. Mm. Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Whatever.
I'm grateful that you were a Bible thumper. You carried around your Bible because I be needing it. Okay.
Thank you.
So, Scooby, hi. Again, Scooby is our producer. If you haven't tuned in to any of the other episodes, he is our producer. And so I would like you to roll our. Let me ask you this because I want to, and not roll it, but like just get it on the screen here because I want to ask you this. Well, actually, I want you to listen to a clip first. Oh, um, yeah, so I have the clip.
No, I'm not the clip. My bad. I'm saying I could just put like the.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, all right, that's cool. Um, sorry, I was getting schooled by the producer. Sorry, y'all. Okay, let me go ahead and play this clip for you, and then maybe I'll ask you something then. Let's see here. A lot of times we putting band-aids on stuff that needs stitches and it is not it's not gonna work. It's not gonna help us. But when God does something in us with suffering, it exposes the wounds and it gives us experiences with him, intimacy with him that we would not have ever had outside of that suffering. That's so real. Because I was just thinking about this the other day about how the Lord was healing things that I completely forgot about or was buried so deep that it's just like, oh yeah, and that too.
Okay, so
Uh-huh.
because I'm
Yeah.
gonna be,
Clock it.
Alita gets the clips, and I refuse to hear them until we actually do the show. So again, that's where I brought
Mhm.
back to that intimacy.
Yeah.
Like I was at a point where I was like,
Mhm.
you know, again had the whole relationship thing and
Yeah.
things like that,
Mhm.
and never really actually been alone, and then now I'm alone, and I'm like, and I want all these things, and that's why I
Mhm.
said like in the season he's my husband, and
Yeah.
he's providing that intimacy
Right.
with me. And
Right.
like I said, it doesn't always have to be actually like when people hear intimacy they think of
Just
like
like
the sex and
sexual.
yeah,
Yeah.
like no, like when
No.
he
The
get in
love, the
there
comfort, the
and he
healing.
dig deep,
Girl. Girl. I
it's
know.
just certain things like where it's like I can't help but to be me. Like
Yeah.
I'm a firecracker and I'm very blunt and things like that. And those are just part of like, our characteristics as people that may not ever change. But
Mhm.
from like an honest heart posture
Mhm.
and allowing certain things to just really roll off my back and continue with life and to grow and develop in the person he wants me to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting
Mhm.
into that intimate space with him. And it's
Yeah.
like him fulfilling all the things.
All the things. So one time, like the only thing that I could compare it to, because I didn't have words, like I didn't have the words that matched up with what God was making me feel. But like on a super cold day, when you just like, I just want to get in the house. I'm gonna put on my favorite PJs. I want to get something warm, some tea to drink. And I just want to get in my bed and cover up with that little comfy blanket, maybe two comfy blankets. That's how God be feeling to me sometimes. Like if I have to put words to it, that is the
That's that
intimacy that I want.
comfort
Like it
space.
just makes me feel
Yeah.
so comfortable. Like you just get in that one space and you don't want to move and you just like, I'm happy right now. Like this feels great. Like I just
Sounds
snuggle
like
up with
a
him and
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I guess like I feel it because that's like a nice like fall into winter type of
Yeah.
day, and it's like ooh, okay, cozy
Mhm.
pajamas,
Mhm.
fireplace going,
Yeah.
twilight on the TV,
Exactly.
glass of
Little zen,
wine.
little glass of wine. Yeah.
It's like
That is what it feels like for me to be intimate with God. Like he just makes me feel so much comfort. And if I would compare it to being with a partner, yeah, like take all the sex part away, bring it back eventually, but take all of that away. For right now, take all that away. Just give me all the comfies and snuggies. And I know that people think I got a problem, but like if we really close, like, and I told you this before, I like to bite people.
yeah.
So I be wanting to bite God, but I don't because I can't. In a spiritual sense, y'all got issues. What it is that I'm sensory. I'm sensory. I don't know if we talking about autism, might be STEMI, or if it's like some type of ADHD. But I'm so sensory. Like I gotta bite and I'm gonna sniff and yeah. So that's how I feel like.
Yeah, no, I mean that's a form of Kama Sutra, but I'm gonna leave that there.
Yeah.
Yes, having that
Mhm.
that relationship just deep down and just
Mhm.
knowing like, okay, I am
Mhm.
hurt.
Mhm. Oops.
What I'm hurt about, I don't know. And sometimes it's like you can really have the best day ever
Uh-huh.
and hear something or smell something and it
Mhm.
triggers you.
Yes.
And I've been through this before where it's like your whole mood
just changes, switch.
uh,
Yeah, it morphs into
and
something else.
yeah, and then it's like
Mhm.
that's when I know to go into consecration because I'm like,
Yep.
God, what was that?
Yes.
What was that?
Yeah. I was just talking to you about it. We're not gonna get into the whole thing like at all. This not the time or place for us to get into that. But just when you talk about consecration, like I was feeling angry. And I was like, where is this anger coming from? Because we talked about
Yeah.
anger is a secondary emotion.
Yeah.
So something else is going on here. And I really want to address it because I'm not going to walk around with this anger because, again, it's a secondary emotion. There's something at the foundation that's going on. Something triggered me. I know what the trigger was, I believe. I mean, I know it now. I'm saying
Yeah.
then I believed I knew what the trigger was, but why is it happening?
Yeah.
And so when I sat with myself and I sat with God and I did the prayers and I sat and I meditated on it, and this is actually one of the points that we were going to go through, and I'm just going to skip through it because I'm already here, is that God will bring the comfort before he brings the healing. And in that time that I was trying to figure out why am I so angry and what is this first initial thing, I was hurt and I was disappointed and it kind of broke my heart a little bit, because of consideration was not taken. And that's big for me. Like, have consideration because I'm always going to try my hardest to have consideration for every person that I come in contact with. That's that empath that I'm like, I'm trying to think about how my words are affecting you, how like my hug is going to affect you. Like, do you even want this hug? Like,
Yeah.
do I have consent? Because of consideration. And I don't feel like that was given. And so that's where my first emotion was coming from. But so God brought me comfort in that okay, that's what the problem was. That trigger caused the anger, but then the base of it was that I was disappointed. So then God started to minister to that disappointment and that heartache. And then he also reminded me that when he's giving me grace, I also too need to extend that grace to others because sometimes they too are dealing with things that they don't even know that they're dealing with. And it's not my business to keep pointing out to them, hey, you're not dealing with this thing because in time, God will deal with that.
Yeah, and so a lot of the times, like, when men have those mother issues,
Mm, mm,
as a woman,
mm-hmm,
it's almost sad that, but not sad, but it's a calling, it's an assignment
mm-hmm.
to just be that love.
Oh.
That and it's like you can't raise a man, and I ain't trying to buy me no boy. Da, 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 da. His mama should have did that, but it's like,
Uh-huh.
okay, as a community, as a
Mm-hmm.
family,
Mm-hmm.
as children of God, we have to be that village for
Yep.
absolutely everyone. And I'm sorry
Absolutely.
that this almost 50-year-old,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
ain't got it together yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? I see you, brother.
I see you.
And I love you
Uh-huh.
just for who you are.
Uh-huh.
And now note it, you have no compassion because you may have felt like compassion was not extended to you.
Yep. Yep.
You have no consideration
Yep.
because you didn't feel considered.
Absolutely.
And I cannot allow that
Ooh-wee.
to damage me, my person,
Right.
who I am today.
Right.
Because I was considered.
Yeah.
I was shown compassion.
Yes.
And
every day.
and even if even if you can't give that to me, I'm going to give it to you.
Yes.
Because
girl,
he
I got to be accountable to him.
Gonna make sure.
Yeah. I got to be
yeah.
Yeah.
Because and that's another thing that I'm learning too during this journey is God is just like, you know what? I get that you have all these feelings and things like that, and you want this and you want that, but what haven't I given you this, this, and this? And it's like,
right. Okay, I'm sorry. We're sorry.
And then it's like, so I need you to actually be the leader.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need you to be the front line spiritually.
Even when no one else
is willing to.
Girl.
Because it is written. How do you not know your ways and your conduct will change and shift them to me?
Girl.
And I be like,
why you gotta be me?
I just want to be a brat right now. Like, I want to be, passenger princess. I want to be all these things.
I didn't sign up for this.
That I am completely denying my spiritual assignment.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I really do got to step back. And I mean,
the way is narrow. Not that face.
All right.
Fine.
I like big body trucks and stuff.
I mean, can you open it up?
We be real cramped on the road.
It feels stuffy.
But yes.
Move around.
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
It's like that street in Europe where it's like you're driving down and then here comes another car.
Girl, I ain't moving.
2 miles straight. I'm not reversing.
I'm not moving.
I'm not.
You move.
You going to back up because I'm coming. Driving the
I'm
field.
coming down this one, okay? You going the wrong way anyway.
Because I was
Back
coming. Shoot. Anyway,
but
no,
girl. Yeah.
That's how it feels.
Yeah,
That's
it
how
does.
It be. And so it's like I really just have to step back and be like, dang, okay, dead the flesh. It's time to dead the flesh again. Because she really, she like, wait.
Hold on. Because you going to FAFO today.
And we want trips to Tulum. And we want to be in Turks and Caicos. And we want the Birkin. And we want
all that.
But it's like.
But today. All right.
And it's like, God's like, don't even worry about that. I can do that. Yeah, I know, but I want him to do it.
Right.
And he's like, why?
Why? I got you. And you just, because I'm being a brat. But all right.
But all right.
All right.
Okay, so I'll be the one that is the extension of heaven. I gotta be the bridge. I gotta fill the gap.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be
and
okay.
I'm okay with it. I am until that flesh gets
right. And sometimes because what we're saved, but still.
Yeah.
So we just hopefully y'all can relate because we be relating, okay? Because it is a delicate. Say it right. Balance between being saved and understanding that you are absolutely human and you're going to feel it, but it's the redirection, correction, it's all of those things on a constant basis trying to redirect yourself back to where you're supposed to be and being that bridge and operating within your purpose and what he has asked for you to do instead of you doing what you want to do.
Right. And so like even just from experience, like you said, redirecting ourselves, sometimes my redirection can look like 6 months.
Ooh,
sometimes
it
can look like 6 hours.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can get it down in 90 seconds.
Right.
Just depending on where I'm at. But he gives you grace during that whole time.
Yeah.
Like there has been times where it's taken me a minute.
Right. Same.
I needed this season. I needed this year.
Same.
I'm sorry. I don't have it for a soul. Like I have to get up and actually be a mother.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah. Yep.
That's all I'm giving.
That's all I got. Don't sign me up for nothing else.
Nothing else.
But God be knowing though.
He knows.
Like you said, he be giving you the grace because he knows.
He knows.
Yeah.
And he knows. And I think that it's also a good thing for those connected to us to learn as well, because you have so many people depending on you like your superwoman, because they
Yeah.
just know the anointing and the things that you carry, that
Mm-hmm.
it's just like, you know what, I'm human today.
I'm sorry.
I'm human every day, but
Every day, but
I'm human today.
yeah. I had one of those yesterday. I had to ask my kids. We can talk about it because it's
Yeah.
the next day. I'm healed. I had so many things going on yesterday. Speaking of, my son is actually texting me right now, but whatever. Hold on, boo. I had so many things pulling me in every which way, and all of them were important yesterday. Every single one of them were important for some aspect of my life or somebody else's life. And so when those things are happening, I'm like, okay, like this is my purpose, and God has given me the capacity to do this. But about 5, 6 o'clock, my mind was shutting down. And at that point, my children had all the questions. Stop asking all them questions because what? I didn't have it. And I felt the fire starting to boil up. And my tone started to get real off. And eventually it got about here and it was taking over these vocal cords. And I said, okay. And I asked God, Lord, please just give me enough strength to get through this car ride, to get to the house, and then I need rejuvenation. Like, I need you to reset me because I still got a whole evening of stuff to do, but these kids didn't ask for it and they didn't deserve it. But I had to tell them in a human aspect, I was like, y'all, I want to answer your questions and I want to give you what it is that you need. I don't have the capacity right now. So can y'all just give me about 10 minutes that my mind can reset and not have to ask or answer any questions. I don't have to think about anything except for driving this car.
Yeah. So one thing I can say I'm very grateful for is that
Mhm.
my children have they got with the program very young. So
Mhm.
like they really know, and they know like on days, especially when it's like bring your kid to work day,
Yeah.
and they're like with me all day in my face with the
Uh-huh.
questions and the
All the
here and there, and we're
questions.
going to the store, we're doing this, we're going to other places to eat, and we when we pull up to the crib and I hit park,
That part.
you on your own for the rest of the night.
We're done.
We're done.
I've
You know
seen
you
you
gotta
all
run
day.
your shower. You
Mm.
know you gotta get in your pajamas. You know you didn't
Mhm.
already ate. You know where your remote controls is. You know where your rooms is
Right.
located.
Right.
And you know where I will be if there is an emergency.
Mhm.
And I mean, like, if you gotta pick up the phone and call 911, then you come knock on my
Yeah,
door.
if it's emergency.
If it's an emergency.
Otherwise, I'm off duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did
Like
all the things today. I'm a human.
I'm a human. Now, when I am at work and I'm dealing with work and
Uh-huh.
they've been at home, home or
Yeah.
whatever, and then we get home,
Mhm.
then I
Mhm.
am obligated to
Yeah.
give them
Yeah.
their time and their attention.
Yeah.
And it's those days where I'm like, oh, do they got a little grace for me today? And some
Oh,
days, like, they do. Like, the house will already be
Yeah.
clean. Like, they'll
Like,
be,
okay, y'all.
been chilling in their jammies. They
Yeah.
got their show on.
Right.
We just want Chick-fil-A tonight.
Got
All
it.
right.
Check.
And then I get that.
DoorDash.
Yeah. And I don't hear from them.
Right.
And I'll be like, oh, God,
Thank
so
you.
good.
You're so good to me.
Because I've asked him,
Girl,
can you help
please
me?
help me,
I need you.
Father.
These your kids.
Listen,
I was just the
they
vessel that brought
they
them
was
here.
yours first. Can you do it?
I need you to take care of them.
I
I
need
need
you
you
to
to
do it.
parent them. I need you to do all these
Can you
things.
protect them?
Protect all of it.
Because I don't have
All
it
of
right
it.
now. I need you to come in here and help me too.
It helped me too.
Cause
But handle them first.
Please.
Like I've lived long enough to kind of figure my stuff out.
Yeah.
But I need you to do this thing.
Mhm.
And so even seeing that, it helped me heal.
Yeah.
Seeing how he works in my children.
Yeah.
When they give me that grace. When
Yes.
they're opening their Bibles and they're reading it for themselves.
Yes.
When they're already like doing the things around the house
Mhm.
and it's just like it's a flow and it's almost like
right. My son will come and he'll be like, Mom, we forgot to pray. And sometimes I'm going to keep it 100. Because there's a difference between like you being obligated to pray with your child every single night and then you just taking time to pray with yourself.
Yeah.
And even that, sometimes I be feeling like I don't have it because I can pray silently
inside.
inside.
All day long.
Right.
But
And
then it's like,
yeah. And it's like my son be wanting that every night. And it's like, there's sometimes, again, I know we're off subject, but clearly there's somebody needing to hear this. But I feel like he needs something from me that I don't have the capacity for, but what I would give it to be able to pray for him if he wasn't here. So like let me it's 30 seconds, a minute. Let me just take this. And one day I literally was like, "Son, I don't have it." And he just was like, "Okay." And he went to walk away and I was like, "No, no, no, come back. Come back." I was like, we're going to do it
Man, it's like them boys get you
every time.
and it's that look of letdown, and it's like,
Yes.
how do I know if this is the moment that I'm scarring him
Yes.
on the identity of a woman?
Girl, that exactly that. That's why I'm like, nope, come back. But let me tell you how he flipped it on me this day that I was actually talking about. He flipped it on me, and I was like, God, I love you. So I was like, come back. I was like, here. And so I'm already laid out in the bed. So he holds my hand and he said, Mommy, I'm gonna pray for you. And I was like, I literally sat there and cried through the whole prayer because I didn't have it. I didn't. But his covering did so much for me in that moment. And all I had to do was surrender and give him my hands.
And he took
And
over the
and he
show.
took over. I was
Those are always the best moments.
like,
Like,
yeah.
even like life is always life, and but man, them kids,
Uh-huh.
like, I don't know where I would be.
Healing.
Like as far as healing,
Yeah.
but literally in life
Yeah.
without my kids.
That part. That part. Like that it's my children that have done the healing for me.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful because if I was just sitting in it by myself for those funny moments that my kids have come in and said something that just took me right out of it, and I'm like, see that's I need that in my life. And just think if they weren't around to be
Yeah.
able to do that, to take me out of that moment that I just thought was so miserable.
Yeah.
And then there's also, I was gonna take a drink, but also there is that moment when God said, "What you gonna do to show them right now who I am?" And I'm like, "Oh, challenge. All right, I got you." And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even be given the opportunity to show God that I am faithful. Like, I hear you, God. Let me lean on you. And if they see me leaning on you, then they're leaning on you. You know what I'm saying? So like children
Yeah.
are such a blessing,
They
even though they
are.
drive us crazy, but such a blessing.
It's one of those things where it's like, was the kid a Band-Aid or a plaster?
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna be messy.
Listen,
I ain't gonna be messy.
no. Are they? Are they? They're both. They're both.
They are.
They're
though.
both.
They are. Cause like first and foremost, they are definitely blessings.
Definitely blessings.
But there is maybe one rotten apple out of the bunch where you be
Oh,
like,
boy.
you know what, you
That one right there.
snuck up in. I didn't even ask. You snuck up in here and you didn't cause hell up in my life. Okay, Bandaid. I don't feel that way. But I know
Right.
there's some others
There's
out
some-
there
there's
where
definitely-
they like.
Girl, listen, because this Band-Aid is bothering me and it's causing me to itch. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
It's like one of those things where you peel it
Just
off.
peel
and
it.
it's like, "Ugh." Why did that heave so?
Exactly.
So tight to my skin.
It was just stuck on here. Okay, so we didn't completely got off track, which is fine because we're gonna do this every episode. So I'm gonna skip the second clip. Is that okay? Are you okay with that?
Yep.
Okay. Because I definitely don't want to skip over your scripture at the end. I might go over this story very, very quickly, but let me check with Scooby. Scooby, do you know where we're at? Shut up. An hour and okay. Okay. You good?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get through what had happened was you're funny. So yeah, we're gonna do what had happened was because it's part of our segments, and then we'll get to yours.
Yeah.
And okay.
Yep.
All right, so y'all, what had happened was this is our segment where we're gonna read either submissions, stories that we have found that apply to whatever our topic and theme is. Which is it a blessing or was it a Band-Aid? So let's see here. I spent years telling people I was healed, and the crazy part is I actually believed it. If you had looked at my life from the outside, you probably would have believed it too. I had a good job. I was making more money than I had ever made. I was traveling, meeting new people, building friendships, posting pictures, checking goals off my vision board. I mean, I heard that. I feel like we doing that. But everybody kept telling me how proud they were of me. People would say, "Look at you. You're glowing. You're thriving. You really bounced back." And every time somebody said it, I smiled and agreed because I thought that's what healing looked like. A few years before all of that, my heart had been shattered, not bruised, not disappointed, shattered. Okay. The kind of heartbreak where you wake up reaching for your phone before you remember, wait, reaching for your phone before you remember that they're gone. Okay. um, the kind where every song sound personal and every memory felt heavy. I cried until I couldn't cry anymore, and I prayed until I didn't know what else to pray. I replayed every conversation, every argument, every red flag I ignored, and every promise that got broken. After a while, I got tired of hurting, not healed, tired. There's a difference. So I made a decision. If I couldn't stop the feeling of pain, I stayed too busy to feel it. I started saying yes to everything: extra shifts at work, new projects, networking events, weekend planning, trips, classes, anything that kept my calendar full. Girl, I promise this be sounding like some stuff that I be doing.
Listen,
That's some
'cause I was over here like, did I submit?
right. Y'all, Shanice might have. I think I might have too. Okay, y'all. Um, the busier I became, the more successful I became. The more successful I became, the more people applauded me. Eventually, I started using their applause as proof that I was okay. Years passed, not months, years. And honestly, I thought I had moved on. Then one random afternoon, life humbled me. I was standing in line waiting for coffee, and when I heard somebody say my name, I turned around and there he was. I hadn't seen him in years, not online, not in passing, face to face. That moment I saw him, my stomach dropped. My chest tightened, my hands started shaking. Every moment I thought had died came rushing back into my life. I smiled, made small talk, and acted like I was fine. But when I got back in the car, I sat there staring at the steering wheel and trying to understand what just happened. The drive home was brutal because I wasn't thinking about him. I was thinking about me. If I was really healed, why did this feel like a fresh wound? If I had truly moving on, why was I crying over something that happened years ago? That's when the truth hit me.
Truth is,
Girl.
I never got over you.
Hey, for real, for real. I'll be singing that to myself on a daily. God. That's when the truth hit me. Work wasn't my healing. Work was my band-aid. Success wasn't my healing. Success was my band-aid. Being busy also wasn't my healing. Being busy was my band-aid. I hadn't healed the wound. I had simply gotten really good at keeping it covered. That realization hurt. It also freed me. For the first time, I stopped performing healing and started pursuing it. I began having the hardest conversation. I started being honest about what still hurt. I stopped hiding behind productivity and started dealing with the grief I had spent years outrunning. Looking back now, I didn't think the work was bad. I didn't think that work was bad. I didn't think that success was bad. I think God used those things to help me survive. See, that's what I was talking about, was like the Band-Aid a good thing.
Yeah, like
Oh,
the survival mode.
yeah. Okay. Um, but surviving and healing are not the same thing. That's when I learned the difference between a blessing and a band-aid. A band-aid protects the wound. A blessing heals it. And God doesn't just want us to survive what broke us. He wants us to heal what broke us too. Girl.
All right, well, let's unpack
Ah,
that.
I was all up in that.
Yeah, I can second that notion.
Ah, girl.
So from experience,
Uh-huh.
the Band-Aid in the story was definitely the productivity.
Absolutely.
Distracting herself and
Yeah.
keeping herself busy.
Mm-hmm.
Managing work, managing the success and all these things.
Yeah.
But like that clip said,
Mm-hmm.
how do you know that that wound
Mm-hmm.
didn't need stitches and you put a
My
band-aid over it?
God.
So now it's like
Yes.
you keeping it covered, but after all these years, it's getting
Yeah.
affected.
Yeah.
It's blistering,
Mm-hmm.
not healing properly,
Mm-mm.
not closing.
Mm-hmm.
Like all these different things
Mm-hmm.
that can contribute
Yeah.
to an open wound
Yeah.
that needs critical medical attention,
Right. And
and
not
you're just
just a
giving it
Band-Aid.
basic first aid.
Exactly. And it can cause so much scar tissue.
Yeah.
Like if you just personal experience, and it was something very small. I cut my foot open. I dropped a cup in a trash bag and it went all the way through to the bottom and cut my foot open. I was like, oh my God, I gotta go to work. It was in the morning. I was taking out my trash. That's why I need a man so they can take my trash out. Anyways, so cut my foot open. Cut my foot open, and I was just like, I gotta go to work. Like, I don't have time. Did exactly what we just talked about. I put a Band-Aid on a gash that was in my foot. I could see the white meat in my tendon. Do you hear me? I went to work, worked an 8-hour shift. When I got home, there was such a bloody mess when I took my shoe off. Everything was stuck to my foot. I got it all off and I looked at it and I'm like, this is wild. So I called my doctor and I was like, hey, I think I need to come in and see you. So then they start asking me all these questions. And after they realize, oh, you let it sit for 8 hours, an open wound. I was like, yeah, it was in my shoe. They were like, we can't stitch that up. It needed to be stitched. You're absolutely going to have scar tissue. And I'm like, okay. And they were like, and that could eventually affect your foot, but we can't do anything to that now. You let it stay open for too long. And I'm like, okay, to this day, on the top of this foot right here, I have to be careful about what heels that I put on because I have a knot that has scar tissue under there because I didn't go get them stitches and I put a Band-Aid on it. Girl. Anyways, go ahead.
I'm like, I got a story to tell too.
You gonna tell your story?
Well, okay, so mine is actually it's irony.
Okay.
Like it's one of those things.
Okay.
So ex-husband is out with the side chick. It is Thanksgiving weekend.
Okay.
AKA my birthday.
Oh, we're not doing that.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm listening.
I wanted the cake and all these things, and I just knew like he wasn't gonna get it for me. I ended up reaching out to a lady to get me a cake.
Okay.
And, you know, she made me this cute little purse cake and a nail polish cake because at the time, like, you know, I had this thing about purses. It's over now. You know, after you buy a couple of Louis and Gucci's,
you're like, I'm good on that.
I'm over it.
Uh-huh.
And I did nails at the time, so that was just the thing for me. And he wasn't answering his phone, and I was in the house, and I'm like, you know, doing the things, cooking, cleaning, and at this time, my dad was staying with us, and I just remember just being so mad. Like, you know what? I picked up this glass bowl that burns wax. And I'm wiping the counter and I'm just like,
yeah.
And I'm in the house and I got kids in his diapers.
Yeah.
And I wiped under the thing, picked it up, wiped under the thing, and slammed it down. It shattered.
Ooh.
And I didn't even realize until, you know, my dad looked at me and was like, you cut your hand.
Oh my God.
And so when I threw the cup down, I split my thumb.
Oof.
And I really didn't think it was that bad, but I ended up going to the ER. They stitched it up and gave me oxys for the pain.
Yeah.
And in that process, the pain of this scar and then the relief of the oxys was such a a calming experience for me that when I really actually sat in it, I was just like, oh, I don't even care anymore. Blah, 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 blah. It was like the Band-Aid.
The Band-Aid. Yeah.
But in reality, I was just like, dang, Shanice, like you just did all of this. You're so upset and all these things. And meanwhile, my father is just like, honey, just shut your mouth about it. Like, just quit nagging about it. Like, just act like you really don't care. And I never understood why men always promoted silence. Like, no, y'all just don't want to hear y'all just don't want to hear what y'all doing.
Yeah.
Like,
because I need to tell you.
All these things. And, when I sat with that, I was able to finally shut up. But in reality, it was like, this.
Yeah.
And when I did that, then it was like the table flipped.
Oh, okay.
Well,
why you?
Yeah, all of my. Hold on. Wait.
Yeah, what?
What?
Huh?
I couldn't even get you to acknowledge my birthday.
Right. And now when
you
I'm
all
quiet,
up in my business.
Yeah.
Worried about what I got going on.
Right.
And so it was kind of one of those things where it was like, do I like this attention? Yeah. And then when I realized that it was like working and all these things, I was so mad that I just I was like quiet for months.
Oh, wow.
Because how dare you? No, I had no words. You might as well keep on doing what it is you're doing. Yeah. And I was just really talking and venting to God. And when I did finally actually like surrender it all and I was okay with it.
Yeah.
Homegirl ended up getting a boyfriend and leaving him.
Well.
So I was happy for her. Like, finally, she got her own man.
Yeah, finally. Yeah. How's that feel also to you, boo-boo? She left you.
She left you. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
So, yeah. Like, it's those things
it's real.
where, yeah.
It's real. Like, Band-Aids are.
Yeah. And so, but I said that to say this when I realized, like, after going through that and then, losing my grandfather that following season, then losing my dad that next year, and then just being in this constant grief process.
Yeah.
Getting pregnant, having a child, going through postpartum, pregnant again, COVID.
Oh, my.
Pandemic.
Yeah.
So like all these different things that I'm going through that I'm in the process of that I'm trying to heal from. And then when reality actually set in, again, overworking, the success, the money's coming, like things are great. Then I realized like, well, wait, I still ain't even dealt with the scar on my thumb because I never processed. Like I was done.
Oh my! So that long later, you were like, I haven't processed it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because it was all suppressed. Like it was literally all suppressed, and then life's happening, and then of course we're going through all these things. But then, like you said, when you realize that bandage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I need time to myself. You wait all this time.
Yeah.
Why don't you just cheat in peace? First of all, no. Second, no.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So versus like how she was actually left and she didn't realize that she wasn't over the situation until it was in her face. Like it was the opposite for me. I stayed.
Like you stayed.
But I didn't realize I was done with the situation until like all these things finally settled around me.
Right.
And I'm just like, well, hold on.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Oh.
Go. Now that I'm ready to deal with this.
Yeah.
I had to process it first.
But I had so
many other things going on.
But
now that we're here.
But now that we're here and I've dealt with all those life-changing events.
Yeah, which those are pretty dramatic things that you had to deal with as far as like grief of a lost person. Like they're not here and somebody as important as my grandfather and my father.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to need you to move around.
Yeah. And then, going through that and then being pregnant,
And postpartum.
And I got really sick when I was pregnant.
Oh.
and so couldn't work.
Yeah.
Kind of need you to step in and,
Yeah.
you know, and then postpartum depression. Oh my goodness. And
Yeah,
then
it
10
hit.
months into it, pregnant again.
Oh, yeah.
Then 4 months into that, the whole world shuts down.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I would do my doula thing right now, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah.
But yeah,
like that was a lot.
Yeah.
Postpartum alone with nothing else, without another pregnancy, without the pandemic, without the grief of grandfather, father. Oh, and by the way, my husband did what? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and like when I say I've been through postpartum before, but never like that.
Right.
Like I never had that postpartum feeling where I did not want my child.
Yeah, it happens and often.
Like I've had postpartum before.
Mhm.
You know, the feelings, the emotions, of this, that, all that, but to look at my baby and cringe.
Yeah.
Like
I
I've
promise you it
never
happened.
had that feeling, and I felt like
Mm-hmm.
the scum of the earth.
And you were not.
To feel that way.
Mm-hmm. And you weren't.
But it was something that I could not shake.
Yeah.
And then like for it to be my birthday.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's the day before Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
It's my birthday. My mom gets me a 5th of Grey Goose.
Oh.
I just know I'm turning up.
Turn up.
7 p.m. I'm knocked out sleep. I woke up the
Oh.
next morning at 5 a.m. and she's in the kitchen cooking Thanksgiving dinner, and I walk in to help her.
Wow.
And she's like, "You didn't even touch you went," and I was like, "Yeah." And then I was, sitting in the car like, "Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't even drink a sip of it."
Wow.
And then I thought about it, and I was like, "Wait. I know my period ain't 10 days late."
Oh, yeah, there's a reason.
Man. We needed to go get some foil from Walgreens. And I stopped in that
So you stopped in that aisle and grabbed that? Okay, yeah.
I couldn't even finish peeing on it. I was like,
and already it was, that's what we doing. Okay, it was official.
It was official. And I was like, well, I thank God I didn't crack that bottle open.
Had a little drunk baby going.
Yeah, and I was like, it was my golden birthday. I turned 27 on the 27th. Like it was going up.
Yeah.
I just knew that was this was my year.
I was like, no.
Yeah, right.
Hold on just 1 second. I know we on our show, but I'm trying to get to where I was supposed to be on here. Maybe you can get to it faster than me because my phone just cleared out. Let's see here. Yeah, exactly that. I'm gonna need you to cut that because it just cleared. Okay, there we go. we back. Okay, so let's just move on to still do this. And I know you kind of went over your scripture at the very beginning, but let's hit that up one more time.
Yes, still do this, guys. So he heals the brokenhearted and bandages their wounds. There's also a gospel song to that I just rocks with.
Do you remember what it is?
Yeah.
Run it for us.
Let me go because I don't want to say her name wrong. It's Jacoya. And yeah, so it's Joe Kia. And it's called Let Him In.
Okay. All right.
And I don't know if we have copyrights on that or not, but a little
you can
preview.
Play a little snippet of it.
Okay. So, yeah, if y'all ever want to, feeling that heartbreak season, Heartbreak Hotel, all that good stuff.
Yeah, listen
to that. It's a really good one. But God does notice both. And he does both. He heals the brokenhearted and he
Mhm.
bandages the wounds.
Yeah.
And notice in the sequence of the scripture, it says he heals the brokenhearted
Yeah.
and he bandages the wounds. So he's going to
Absolutely.
heal and fix the issue first
Mhm.
and then bandage it up. And just as in a procedure of a doctor, when
Mhm.
they have to go in or when you're performing basic first aid,
Yeah.
you have to clean out
The wound
the
first.
wound
Yep.
and get all of the
Mhm.
bacteria and the things,
Yep.
give the antibiotic,
Yep. Mhm.
prep it, all that good stuff,
Yeah.
and then you bandage.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. Cause and also too, like when you're thinking about people going through surgery, like think if it's that deep.
Yeah.
You're going through surgery. Sometimes they gotta cut out some extra stuff.
Yeah.
Like they can't just look at the wound and be like, oh, okay, we're gonna bandage, we're gonna clean it and just bandage it. No,
No.
like they gotta do some cutting.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's the suffering I think that we
Yeah.
heard in that clip earlier. Sometimes that's the suffering part.
Yeah.
Like you gotta let God cut it all out.
Get in there and just
Yeah.
really
Yeah. Get it.
Woo.
Get it.
Yeah. Yeah. And so the bandage is compassion and the healing is transformation. God never shames us for needing the bandage. He simply doesn't want us living there forever.
Yeah.
And again, that's seeking God first, just knowing that He's near the brokenhearted. When you are in that process of needing that healing, seeking Him first and being honest in that process.
Yeah.
Because if you're just again not going to the doctor and you're just throwing a band-aid over it, there's going to be so much more.
Yeah.
Sadly, 8 hours later.
8 hours
And that was
later.
only 8 hours
Yeah.
to where.
Think about a year or 6 months or
Because I think I waited.
Was
I was at
it was
at the
more
ER
than a
within
couple-
30, 45 minutes.
Oh, you was quick. You was quick with
I
it.
don't, you know, I see
You was
blood.
like, I
I'm
ain't
like,
playing.
no.
Girl, sometimes that's that control thing that I have. Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
I want to lean on me. I got it. No. No, sometimes, God puts people in place for you to go and go get your wound looked at.
Yeah. No, seriously, because it's like always those things where, oh, God, I need you. And He's sending people to help you. And you like, I ain't want that one.
Not that one.
But I am learning. And He knows me because He knows I lean and rely on Him for everything.
Yeah.
But don't you just send me anybody.
Don't be sending me anybody because that one right there.
And give me a warning. Like send me a postcard, a dream, a birdie,
something
3 signs
beforehand.
that one is coming and that it's okay to let them in and to be vulnerable and to do all these things.
Because sometimes these walls is
I'm saying when they sew up, like there ain't no window. And
the
if
drawbridge
is
is up. There's a whole moat around. Y'all about to drown in that. You ain't getting up here.
Sit the Great Wall of China around here. No.
That's me all day.
No,
oh my God. And
yeah.
God, like, I did what you asked. And I'm like, well, I didn't know. Now
but
they
I
drowned
just need you to come back down here in the flesh again.
Can you just come do it?
You come down here and just
you
do it.
Come down.
Don't send nobody that's already
Exactly.
existing.
And that's what I said. And that's why they drowned it. Now look what you did to your people.
Now look what you did. Then you go, oh, that's my fault now. Okay.
Exactly. It's my fault. Oh my God. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and go through these affirmations. This is a call and response, of course. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this off. I am worthy of healing.
I am worthy of healing.
Not just relief.
Not just relief.
God is working beneath the surface.
God is working beneath the surface.
Even when I cannot see it.
Especially when I cannot see it.
That part, especially, okay? Add that part in there. So, of course, we have our weekly challenge. So, chat, we want you to identify one thing that you've been using to avoid a wound. Don't judge yourself. Just acknowledge it. Then ask yourself, what is this protecting me from? Now, please just be honest with yourself. It's just you. It's just you and God. It's just you and God. Be honest about it because it's the only way that you're going to get to the answer, get the clarity that you need, and be able to push forward and get the healing that you need. So, what we got going on?
Well, let's see. Local Omaha community events, farmers market, the North Omaha vendors market.
Mm-hmm.
There's youth events and community initiatives.
Okay. Love it. I definitely hit up the farmers market.
Okay.
I know Saturday. I This could be flip flop. check the internet or talk to your chat GPT. I don't know. Ask them. Or Google. I believe Saturday is downtown in the old market is where the farmers market is at, and then I believe that they are at Exarban Village.
Okay.
I believe. Wait, is Exarban the one off 72nd?
Something like that. Like
Okay.
67th.
Okay, so that's where that one is at on Sunday, and it is a great time. They have such great food, lots of products and things that you can buy. I spend absolutely way too much money every time I go. And I do believe that in North Omaha they have a vendors market of somewhat the same. I have to actually go visit it. I have not yet. I've been so stuck on going to the other ones, but I need to try out those.
I need to just try a market in general.
Girl, you should. It's fine. It's fine, but you're probably gonna spend a lot of money, especially if you take the babies.
Sounds like a self.
Yeah, a
love.
self thing. Just
Yeah.
loving yourself and take yourself. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. So June is Black Men's Mental Health Month.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah.
So suicide rates among Black Americans have risen significantly over the past decade, making conversations about mental health more important than ever.
Mm-hmm. So we did bring that up. I think bring it up on the second or first episode. I think it's really important to keep stressing. Yeah, like nationally, if those statistics have been rising over the last decade, what is going on? Like I understand systematically and all those things, but who is it that we should be checking on? Like, should we be checking on our Black men? Like, checking on the nephews, uncles, grandpas?
And it says, like, check on those strong friends.
That part.
Like, I'm always doing a mental health check on the Black men in my life. It doesn't matter who they are. I'm definitely checking in on the mental health aspect, and I know each one's personality, so I know how to tailor and feed it out.
Yeah.
Like if I check on my kid's dad, if I can't pop my ish and talk and spit a joke and he don't crackle or laugh, what's wrong with you?
Right. What you got going on?
What's the problem?
That part.
And then, like with my significant other, if I can't bring up a goal or some material type of something, design or something, and he don't flash his teeth, what's going on?
Yeah.
What you dealing with?
That part.
Because it's just like you just know that thing that brightens a day that makes them smile, like just on the surface level, not digging deep.
Yeah.
Of course, digging deep, always they will, but just on a if you can't get them to react surface level,
yeah, something you got something.
Yeah.
I'm big on those that I constantly hear the same response from them all the time. Every day's a blessing. Today was amazing. Yeah, I heard you. What else? What else?
Yeah.
Because as a Black man, I know you dealing with so much, and I know you want to speak a thing as though it is, and that is fine. Y'all, if she passes me this bum y'all one more time, because I know it's coming. I know we're releasing.
Yes. And
but
so
it's
not even to get off topic, but like you said, we know you want to speak a thing as though it is.
Yeah.
Why do they demonize manifestation so much?
I don't know.
When it's biblical.
It is biblical. Yeah, it is.
Like, what do you think faith is?
Yeah. I mean, they really demonize it, and I don't get it.
When I said, like I manifested this life for me, like people was like, "Oh, you're a witch."
Oh my God, thank you.
And I'm like, I ain't
never associated with such. Like what? Yeah, people say that to me too.
When I started really like educating myself on what the outside world perceives as new age and all these other things, I'm like, wait. The devil always trying to take something to make it his.
Always.
Because the word and the definition itself of manifestation, it's in the book of Rome. Call a thing as though it's not. Call a thing as though it's not as though it is.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
manifesting.
It is. It is.
Having faith,
Uh-huh.
that's the whole walk of every prophet's life in the Bible.
Yep. Exactly. So what are we talking
So
about?
what are we talking
Yeah,
about?
you think it, you
You
speak it, and then it
it
manifests.
comes.
Yeah, like what?
Your whole existence and being here
Uh-huh.
on this earth came from in the beginning. God created
That-
the heaven and the earth. He said, "Let there be," and then there
it
was.
So please stop calling us witches because we're not.
No. Yeah, sorry, I had to address that.
No,
okay, so back to
I'm with you. So yeah, no, just checking on those checking our people. I think for those black men that and I know this for any men, it's for men, but I'm always,
Yeah.
addressing our black men because I just feel like a lot of times they're so just disinvested. Like people don't invest in them the way that they should. So I'm saying if people are not investing in you the way that they should, if people are not calling and checking on you, make sure you're self-loving and make sure that you're doing the check-ins with yourself. Check in.
Or hop in our chat and let us know. Like, we'll email back.
Please.
We don't mind.
Right, we'll hit you back.
Yeah.
Don't be talking about no crazy stuff though.
No.
Cause don't do that.
No.
Cause some of y'all is wild.
Mental health and support only.
That part. And we gonna give you resources, not our resources. Anyway,
But
okay, y'all.
community.
Community resources.
Okay, I don't like where this is going.
Us.
Because it just keeps going. Okay.
We try, y'all. We're safe, but still. Okay, internationally, I think FIFA Club, the World Cup, I think is still going on.
Yeah.
I believe so. I think until, what is today? I think it's going on until the 27th, I think.
Yeah.
My friend, DJ Cadero, would be probably pissed at me right now because he's like,
what do you mean?
all day African diaspora. And he's like, what do you mean? And I give him a hard time on his show every day. Like, you're a journalist. Why do you not know? And he's probably like, I talk about this every day, Lita, and you're on here. And why do you not know? So I'm sorry, DJ Cadero. My bad. We got this. There are some international cultural festivals. I did not do enough research to find out what all of those are. What all of them are. I'm not a journalist, so I'm just gonna say Google it.
Google it. You're out there.
So let's go ahead and get this closed out. This episode was brought to you by also Doula Companion. Sorry, Doula Companion.
Yes.
And, I'm your neighborhood doula. There's other doulas like me. I've trained a lot of Black doulas. And if you're in the business of making babies, if God has blessed you, please hit us up. You need avocation. Is that the word? You need to be advocated for.
That was the first assignment. Be fruitful and multiply.
And multiply, exactly.
Well, you had dominion, and then you come together and be fruitful and multiply.
And then multiply.
So that means work, get your stuff together.
Please.
Then settle down, get married.
Please.
And then populate the earth.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then call me.
And then call her.
Let's go ahead and get this show closed out.
All right. Well, sometimes what saved you wasn't meant to stay forever.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just enough just to get you through the night.
And there's no shame in needing the Bandaid.
Just don't mistake that Bandaid for healing.
Because healing requires honesty.
And honesty often is where God is beginning.
Because God doesn't just cover wounds.
Definitely
He heals
them. Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning into. Y'all listen, I'm done at this point.
Well, if y'all want to turn into Save But Still.
Y'all can turn into it. Thank you for tuning in to Save But Still.
All right,
where
we found that knowing better doesn't always mean doing better.
All right, we're going to see y'all next week.
Bye, family.
Bye.